Hello chestnuts, I'm going to be taking you through our new spelling rule that we're going to be looking at this week. This is our last week of spelling before half term next week, so try your hardest to do your very best when learning all your spellings. We've been looking at the long vowel A sound for the last few weeks, and we've spelt it EI, AI and EY. But we're going to be moving on to something different this week. We are going to be adding the suffix ly to different root words, and we're going to be doing that to an adjective and turning it into an adverb. So I thought what was really important first was to make sure that we were really clear on the understanding of what an adjective and an adverb is. Now, to understand those, we also need to look at nouns and verbs. So we're just going to do a little bit of a recap together so that you're really confident at understanding what these word classes are. So a noun. Nouns are used to name people, animals, things, places, or ideas. Here are some examples: butterfly, dice, pirate, girl, ball. We use nouns a lot, and you've got to have a noun in a sentence for a sentence to make sense. Your name is an example of a noun, your house, school. There are lots and lots of different nouns. I'm sure if you looked around the room now, you'd be able to name. An adjective's linked to nouns. An adjective describes a noun or a pronoun. So we've got three different examples of adjectives here. We've got delicious to describe the cake, sparkly to describe the diamond, and beautiful to describe the flower. Again, you might be able to look around your room and notice some nouns and maybe think of a word you could use to describe it. It could be a colour, could be a size adjective, it could be to do with how something feels. Maybe have a go. We're then going to move on to verbs, and verbs are doing our action words, which includes to be and to have. So run, jump, talk, right now, listen. Anything that you can do is a type of verb. So you now might be remembering what an adverb is, because an adverb modifies a verb, so it describes a verb. Sometimes they describe adjectives, and they can describe other adverbs as well. So we've got an example here: she shouted loudly. Loudly is describing how she shouted. He ate slowly. Slowly is describing how he ate. Hopefully that's made it a little bit clearer for you. And if we link it back to the spelling rule, so we're going to be using the suffix ly to turn adjectives into adverbs. So your first task is going to be having a go at working out what our spelling words are. And you've been told to add ly to each of these adjectives to turn them into adverbs. So that should be quite a straightforward task. But what I'd like you to remember is to really control your handwriting when you're writing these out. If you're doing them on a separate piece of paper, these are perfect opportunities for us to practice our cursive, joined up handwriting, because that's something we need to make sure that we're continuing to do when we're at home, so that you really impress me when we come back to school soon. I'm just going to give you some examples of how one of our spelling words has turned from an adjective into an adverb. So I've written two sentences here. The first one says, staring out to sea makes me feel calm. So there I've used the word calm as an adjective to describe how I feel. Whereas I calmly rocked the baby to sleep, you can see there we've added the suffix ly, and it is now describing the verb rocked. Once you've had a go at doing that first task, you'll hopefully have figured out that our spelling words are calmly, exactly, deadly, bravely, boldly, gladly, deeply, clearly, hourly, and quickly. And I've now given you another task to do. What I'd like you to have a go at doing today, and you're going to do one of these spelling challenges each day this week, is have a go at using rainbow words. So you're going to write your spelling words out in pencil, and then you're going to draw around each letter 5 more times using a different coloured pencil. There's an example there with the spelling word literacy, and you can see We've drawn around it in 5 different colours and it creates a really nice pattern. Have a go at doing that with your spelling words. If you've done joined up, then what you could do is draw around the whole word following the shape of your letters as opposed to each individual letter. I look forward to seeing your work. See you later. Bye.